Chapter 5, the coastal plains and the highlands. We shall be saying what is a coastal plains. A coast is a land beside or near the sea or a ocean. So what is a coast? Coast is a land beside or near the sea or the ocean. Next, India has a beautiful coastal line that stretches all around the Indian peninsula. So India has one beautiful coastal line which stretches all around the Indian peninsula. The length of Indian coastal line is about 7,000 kilometers. So what is the length of Indian coastal line? It is 7,000 kilometers. On the west we have west coastal plains and in the east we have eastern coastal plain. So on the west direction this western coastal plain is there and in the east direction we have eastern coastal plains. So first we shall be saying what is this western coastal plain. The western coastal plains are smaller than their eastern counterpart. So this western coastal plains are smaller than the eastern counterpart and the region is divided into three parts. So this region in the western coastal plains is divided into three parts. So which are they? The western coastal plains are divided into the regions of Konkan, Kanra and Malabar coast. So which are this region? Konkan, Kanara and Malabar coast. The maximum storm activity on the western coastal plains occur in the month of March. So the maximum storm activity on this western coastal plains will occur in the month of March. See, here comes your coastal plains and this is your west coastal plains. Just now we have seen the Konkan coast, the regions of this western coastal plains is Konkan coast and the Malabar coast. Next, the western coastal plains lies between Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. So, the west coastal plains lies between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. See, here comes your Konkan coast, Kannada coast, Malabar coast. So, this is your west coastal plains. Next, these plains are border in Gujarat but becomes narrow in South India. So, this western coastal plains will be border in the Gujarat but become narrow in the South India. They divided into three main parts. One is Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. So which are the three main parts? Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. The Gujarat coast is borderless between the Gulf of Kachach and the Gulf of Kambat. So the Gujarat coast is a borderless between the two gulfs. So which are the two gulfs? One is Gulf of Kachach and the Gulf of Kambat. A gulf is an inlet of sea that has a large area of water partly surrounded by land. So what is a gulf? Gulf is an inlet of sea that has large area of water. So it has a large area of water partly surrounded by a land. Malabar coast lies to the south of Konkan coast. So where does this Malabar coast lies? Malabar coast lies to the south of Konkan coast. A large number of langoos. What is the meaning of langoos is the area relatively shallow, quiet water with access to the sea, but separated from its sandbars. What is the meaning of sandbars? Sandbars are nothing but the mouth of river. Are found here especially in Kerala. Next, we shall be saying what is this eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains lies to the Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. So this eastern coastal plains lies between Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats. They began from West Bengal and passed through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So they began from West Bengal and passes to Odisha, from Odisha to Andhra Pradesh and from Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu. The western coastal plains, they also end at Kanyakumari. So this coastal plains will this western coastal plains will end at Kanyakumari, but this eastern coastal plains begins in West Bengal, passes through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. But the western coastal plains also end in Kanyakumari. Means the eastern coastal plains also ends at Kanyakumari and this western coastal plains also will end at Kanyakumari. The northern part of these plains are known as northern Sarkars. So the northern part of these eastern coastal plains are northern Sarkars. The southern part is called as Coromandel coast. So the southern part of this eastern coastal plains of the northern of this northern part are the Coromandel Coast. Means the northern part of these plains are known as Northern Circus. So the northern part of these plains are called as Northern Circus, and the southern part is called as Coromandel Coast. So there is a difference. The northern part of these plains are known as Northern Circus. So northern, the eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains lies between Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. So where does this eastern coastal plains lies? It is lies between Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. They begin from West Bengal and passes through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So they begin means they start from West Bengal and passes through Odisha, from Odisha to Andhra Pradesh, from Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu. This western coastal plains, they also end at Kanyakumari. Not only this eastern coastal plains, even the western coastal plains also end at Kanyakumari. The northern part of these plains are known as Northern Circus. So the northern part of these eastern coastal plains are called as Northern Circus. The southern part of these eastern coastal plains are called as Coromandel Coast. So what is the northern part of these plains are called as Northern Circus. The southern part of these eastern coastal plains are called as Coromandel Coast. The region is very fertile with plenty of water available for growing rice and sugarcane. So the region very fertile means the soil will be much fertile to grow crops like rice and sugarcane with the availability of plenty of water. Next, the Paradeep, Visakhapatnam and Chennai are the three largest port of this coast. So which is the three largest port of this eastern coastal plains is Paradeep, Visakhapatnam and Chennai. There is a big shipping yard at Visakhapatnam. The climate is hot and humid throughout the year. So what is the meaning of humid? Humid is nothing but the availability of high level of water. Climate is hot and humid throughout the year. However, the winter are cooler. The northern part of eastern coastal plains receive rain during monsoon. So during monsoon season, this northern parts of eastern coastal plains will receive rainfall, but not much as the western coastal plains do. So the eastern coastal plains will receive a rain during the monsoon, but not as much as the western coastal plains will do or it will receive. The southern part of this region is only the region in the country that receives rainfall during the winter. So the southern part of this region of this eastern coastal plains is only one country that receives the rainfall during the winter season. Next, you can see a beautiful view of houseboat of Kerala, and this is a beach of Goa, beach of Coromandel Coast, a aerial view of Kanyakumari. Next, you shall be saying the importance of coastal plains. Many ports are found along the coast and they are important for inland and foreign trade. So there are many forts found in this coastal plains which are more or much important for the foreign trade. Many of these seaside towns are popular holidays and tourist destinations. Fishing is an important occupation. So which is the main important occupation of this coastal plains is nothing but fishing. The export of fishing is an important industry here. So which is an important industry of this coastal plains is export of fish, because fishing is their main occupation. As the land is fertile and a variety of crops such as rice, coconut, rubber are grown here.
The highland groups of India. An island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. So what is island? Island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. There are two main groups of island in India. So which are those two groups? One is Andaman and Nicobar Island in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea. So which are the two main groups of island that is in India? Andaman and Nicobar Island in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Highlands in Arabian Sea. So just see here comes your Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is in Bay of Bengal. There are actually over 500 islands divided into two groups. So there are 500 islands which are divided into two groups. They cover an area over 8,000 square kilometers. So those 500 islands, which is divided into two groups, cover an area of 8,000 square kilometers. The northern group is called the Andaman Highlands and the southern group is called Nicobar Highlands. So the northern group is called as Andaman Islands and the southern group is called as Nicobar Islands. These are union territories of India. The capital is Port Blair. This highland is covered with forests and only few of them are inhabited. Even today, we see people living in this forest in groups and tribes. So these are known as tribals. Indra Point on Nicobar Highland is the southernmost point of India. So which is the southernmost point of India on the Nicobar Highland is Indra Point. The climate here is warm but pleasant. Cool sea breeze always blow here. So the climate is warm. Why it is warm? Because a pleasant cool sea breeze always blow here. So rice and coconut are the major crops of this region. So which are the major crops of this region is nothing but rice and coconut. Pulse, fruit and vegetables are also grown here and fishing is an important activity. So pulse, fruits, vegetables also grow here and fishing is one of the important activity. So see, here comes your Lakshadweep Highlands. Lakshadweep is the smallest union territories of India. Lakshadweep consists of over 30 highlands covering an area about 32 square kilometers. So this Lakshadweep consists of 30 highlands which covering an area of 32 square kilometers. It lies in Arabian Sea close to Malabar coast. Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep. So this Lakshadweep lies in the Arabian Sea close to Malabar coast. Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep. The main industries here are fisheries, tourism, agriculture. So fisheries, tourism and agriculture is the main industries of this Lakshadweep. The main crops grown here is coconut, rice, fruits such as bananas and some vegetable are also grown here. Next, these islands are coral islands. So these Lakshadweep islands are coral islands. A coral island is made up of the hard body covering produced by a tiny sea creatures known as corals. The importance of an island. Next, we will be seeing what is an importance of an island. Both groups of island are popular tourist attractions. So these are the most popular for tourist attraction. Through the climate is warm and climate is tropical. So the climate is warm and climate is tropical. It is always very pleasant here due to the cool breeze that blows here.